to Zoe's Treasures, where the vibe is vintage. Buckle up.
Hey everybody, welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy and I'm here with my husband Noel. He's in the background running our cameras. Welcome to our Cozy Cottage show. I started to list items. I got one thing in and realized I was not going to have enough time. It has been that kind of a week. So we're going to do a bunch of random pulls. Got everything on the shelves behind me. I see a lot of familiar names and some new ones. So thank you so much for coming to the show. And let's just get started. But before I hop right into it, hi Southern Charm. We do free shipping here. So everything you buy either in the auction, anything that I'm auctioning, or anything in the shop or the bin is free shipping today during the show. If you buy 3 or more items during the show, then I can't even talk. If you buy 3 or more items during the show, you will get a coupon in your box for any future show. So just to let you know. And then also we do have rewards. So one of these sites up there, if you click on that crown, you can see what those reward levels are. I will remind you throughout the show to go get your coupons if I see that you guys are getting or earning them. And the top 3 tiers every month are invited to a rewards members only show on the last day of the month. So it gives you a little incentive to get to one of those top 3 tiers. You get first crack at curated inventory that I have purchased for the next month. With that, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with the only one thing that I did put in there. Like I said, everything else is going to be random. But it is all like cottage core. So up first is a set of 2 wooden shelves. You will get both of these. So they are wooden shelves that have been decorated just adorably. They are so cute. Maroonish color. I did get the width in there, 12 inches wide. They both do have their little hooks back there to hang them up with. And we're going to get those going. I can do jars and fillers. I do have them, so I'm happy to run those. I can do that. Let me grab them while this is running. We usually do 15 seconds here, so that is up and going. $12 for both of those. And let me grab some of those fillers. I only have like 1 or 2 jars left, but I'm happy to run those. So we'll do 1 or 2 fillers. I'll do some other stuff, and then we'll kind of come back to it just so we can kind of keep everybody engaged. So here is a filler for a junk jar that would be kind of cool. This is a whole set of those old wooden blocks, those old time blocks with the ABCs on them. So you get the whole set of those. We'll go ahead and give that a run. Thank you for sharing the show. I appreciate it. And those are running. So I don't know, there's maybe what, 24, 25 of those in here. Those are the old wooden blocks. Oh, well, he's got that camera going. So the old wooden blocks. Is there any type of filler that you were looking for? Anything in particular? Thanks for looking at that. And then one more filler. We'll do this one. This is really random. So this is junk jar filler. We did have a junk jar raid train this morning. This is a whole bunch of randomness. All kinds of just smalls and little things here. So there is a whole bag full of it. All kinds of stuff. I just grabbed out a handful. But we'll run that if you're interested in starting up a junk drawer. We did a junk drawer raid train this morning. It was so fun. Hopefully we can do another one. I appreciate your purchases from the bin. Why did that not go? I thought that was about to go. Okay, maybe not. We'll try it again. There it goes. Now that it's up and running. So you can get the whole jar, just miscellaneous. We got some wood spools. All kinds of randomness if you're interested in that. Thank you so much for your bid. And thanks for your purchases from the bin. And Tammy, that is going to you. You know what? I am going to start the show over here on my iPad so I can see when you guys are making first-time purchases, because it does not show me on my computer. Let me get a number put on there. All right, let's do a couple other random items over here. Some cottage core stuff. These are wooden, like candle holders, so you can put a candle in there. You can do those electric ones from Amazon. They do have holes in the back where you can hang them up. Somebody painted them blue, but they are very pretty shade of blue and always could be repainted if you were interested in doing so. And you get both of those. Let me give you a measurement. Where's my tape measure real quick, just so you know. They are about 15 inches tall. You do get both of those. Thank you so much for your bid. Van Munn, first purchase. Thank you so much. That is going to you. Look at this adorableness. This is a little trinket dish. It could be a sugar bowl, I guess. I don't know. It's open on the tail, the end there, though. This is made by Johnson Brothers out of England. No, that's my little tag. Just ignore that. No chips or cracks. And I know it's going to be hard for you to see, but it does say Johnson Brothers on the bottom. It is their chintz pattern, and it is a little duck with a baby duck on top. It is adorable, in mint condition. And that's going now. It is about 6 inches long. And Welder Wife, thank you so much. That's a first purchase. Thank you. All right, we have a planter here. It is a wood planter. It looks like somebody painted it. So you can put your plant in there. It's adorable, like a little birdhouse. We're going to run this one for just $1. Because while I don't do dollar starts all the time, I do like to mix them in whenever possible. I wish I could be, I tried, I did 2 months of dollar starts, but now I do the free shipping and I throw dollar starts in whenever I possibly can. So thank you so much, the Peanut Farmer's Wife, and that's the first purchase for you also.
Thank you.
My goal is to someday to get to be a dollar start seller. But that may take a little while. All right. Does anybody like them ducks, them geese with the blue ribbons, you know, that are like, they were really popular for a while. So we've got, look at this big old picture. It is the geese with the blue ribbons around their neck. An antique looking picture. I am sure it's not antique. It is definitely vintage. It is big. No maker's mark on the bottom. No chips or cracks, but there definitely is crazing on this one. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and run this one because it is quite big. That is going to have to go for 16, and that is up and going. And when I say big, it is 12 inches, 12 and a half inches tall, but it does have those blue geese on there that were quite popular for a while. I still think I don't think they've gone out so far. That's what she said. Well, hello, I love discounts. How are you? All right. Welcome in, everybody. We are doing random pulls tonight. Normally on my Saturday shows, I do like to pre-list everything, but it has just been one of those weeks. Wasn't happening. I got one item pre-listed. That was it. So we're doing random. So what we have here is a really cool wooden box. It is our cottage core, granny core, kind of like that cottagey feel tonight. That's the aesthetic that we are going with today. So this is a kind of like a pale yellow, almost tan. It is hand painted with the beautiful florals on there, and it's hand painted up there on the top. It does open up, as you can see down in there. Really, really beautiful box. That's what the back looks like. So it's a nice shelf sitter, and that's what the bottom looks like. We're going to go ahead and get that one going. And that is up and running. Let's see, let me give you a measurement. It's probably a good 13 inches across. So I'll move it up there so you can see the top of it. If there's anything that you guys collect or are looking for, let me know, because besides cottagecore, I do have a ton of blue and white. I usually have some assortment of glass. and some other things like that. So just let me know if there's something specific that you are looking for. How about a heart shelf? These are definitely all the rage right now. Everybody is looking for the little wooden heart shelves. I think I have 3 or 4 in today's show. So we have this guy here, very simple wooden shelf in its design. It does not have the hanger. Fairy lamps, that is probably one of the only things I do not have. But thank you for asking. If there are any other sellers in the room that have fairy lamps, please message Makira on the side, please, and let her know, because if I don't have it, maybe somebody else does. All right, so we're going to go ahead and run this one. Let me give you a measurement here. Heartland. Heartland's Feldcraft, isn't it? I don't have Heartland. 12 inches. So it's 12 inches long. And that is up and running. And that goes for anything. If anybody asks for anything and I say I don't have it, I have no problem with you messaging that person on the side if you're a seller that does have that. So Denise, that is going to you, and that is a first purchase. Thank you so much. Let's change it up a little bit here. Let's take a look at this glass piece. Look at this beauty. This is, I want to say it's a swan, but it has quite a crest on its head for a swan. But it is all glass, no chips or cracks, beautiful blues and greens. Nice smooth bottom. There's no signature on there, so I don't know who makes it. Beautiful though, I love the little blue and green. Stands about 4.5 inches tall. And we're trying to get some light on there. That is up and running. Trying to get some light so you can see that a bit better. We don't know why my camera, there we go. Thank you, Southern Charm. And that's going to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have another glass piece here that you may be interested in, or somebody else might be. How about any old books or Bibles, late 1800s? So I don't have Bibles, but I do have some old books. Let me run this and I'll grab the books. I actually pulled them for a show I'm having tomorrow, but I'll go grab them and I'll run some old books for you. Late 1800s. I'm not sure if the books are 1800s, but they're definitely early 1900s. I'm pretty sure. We'll get them. All right. So we have a elephant. This is a cobalt blue glass elephant. No cookbooks. Absolutely beautiful. Trunk up for good luck. It is so cute. Cobalt blue. Stands about, with the tip of that trunk, about 3.5 inches. And that's going now. It almost looks like ceramic on the camera there, but it's glass. It's cobalt blue glass. Let me grab those books. Thank you, Southern Charm.
Thank you, Southern Charm.
Thank you.
All right. And Southern Charm, thank you so much. Let's take a look at these books here. So I was going to run all 3 tomorrow, so I will run all 3 today. And if you guys are interested in just one of them, we can do it that way too. But I pulled out these 3 particularly because they were close to the same size, and I like the contrast of the red and green, especially with the holidays coming up soon. So what you get here, there's 2 of them called the Red Book. So the Red Book is, this one's 1931, and I don't know really what it's about. There's some cool pictures. I have no idea. It's the Red Book. The spines are pretty good. You can see some separation going on here, so it does show its age. That's the first one. The other Red Book is also 1932 on there, but it is in good shape. You can tell it's been around. It's not brand new, but still good usable book. And then we have a Congressional Dictionary. This is from 1933, the 73rd Congress, first session. So it's a Congressional Dictionary, and it's kind of cool. Look at it has, your tabs in there for the index, which I thought was kind of neat. But together, they look really good. either this way or the other way. So we'll go ahead and run all 3 of those. And those are up and going. You would get all 3 of a set. I thought they looked so pretty for Christmas in particular. So, and if they don't go tonight, they will be in the show tomorrow. I had actually pulled them out. So tomorrow, have you guys ever heard of a reverse auction? Let me go put these down, away real quick here. All right, so we are doing a reverse auction tomorrow. Hi, Crick. So a reverse auction is when we start at a higher amount and oh, I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry. I looked at that. I thought you were somebody else. My apologies. I read it wrong. My screen's way over there. And I'm old, so my apologies. So a reverse auction is where we go down instead of up. So we will have an item, and we're going to be doing this tomorrow. So let's just say I was doing this at a reverse auction. I may start this at 20 for 5 seconds and then go down to 15 for 5 seconds and then maybe 10. And you get to pick where you want to start. But the kind of concept there is somebody else may pick to start their bidding a little bit higher than you. But it puts that starting bid in your hands as a buyer. So it's a kind of cool feature. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow if you want to bookmark that show. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is, my little tags on here. This one is Nippon. This is an antique little trinket tray. Look at the colors on there. This is all hand painted. Thank you. So all hand painted, absolutely beautiful, blues and pinks, no chips or cracks, and it's really tiny. I know you're not going to be able to see that, but it does say Nippon. So that tells me it was made before 1920. And that is going now. Beautiful, beautiful little tray, 8 inches long. I love the coloring on this. It's like baby blue, almost like a Tiffany blue and a pink on there. It is so pretty. And TSOKNY. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we have another filler bag, and somebody had asked for filler bags. Let me just see. Some more junk jar type stuff. So this one's kind of fun. So this is, if you're into junk jars, this is a set of like little, like Amish or little country kind of collection going on here. I'll pull some of it out. There's a bunch of pieces, but we get all kinds. So you can see there's a rocking chair. There's a little sheep in here. Look at that. That sheep's adorable. Oh, he's doing this one. Never know what camera my husband's picking. So you get 1, 2, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get a little swan in there. So you're going to get the whole bag. You get the whole bag. You get everything that's in here. So the whole bag. And that's going now. So if you are into the junk jars, these don't have to be junk jars, but I had pulled all of this together this morning for our junk jar rate train. But we only did 30 minutes, so Fan Mud, thank you so much. We only did 30 minutes, so there wasn't enough time to get to everything.
To you.
So,
Congratulations.
all right, we'll go back. We'll pull another one out in a little
You have
bit.
achieved hummingbird level.
Okay. Now, I have heard a couple of the popular sellers talking about these tiny little baskets and how these little baskets were kind of like the thing. So I found a couple, and we're going to go ahead and run them. Aren't they adorable? This one can hang on the wall. It has like a flat back. There's little houses painted on there. So we're going to go ahead and give that a run. We're going to start it at just $1. And let me just give you, the basket itself is about 3.5 inches, and it's about 5.5 to the top of that little tiny handle. And that is up and running. It is an adorable little basket. Well made, well constructed there. No holes, nothing wrong with it. And Julia, first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have one more of these little baskets here. We'll do this one at $1 too. This one's a little bit different. This has two little handles with kind of the little green coloring to it. The handles do move. It's in great shape. You can see the inside. I do not know who makes these, but this is another one that's in really great shape. And we'll run this guy for $1 too. And that is up and going. Thank you so much for your bids. They're adorable. I can see why they're becoming like super popular. They're, I mean, absolutely adorable little baskets. All the little things. Julia, that's going to you too. Thank you so much. All the little things, you know, like the minis and the smalls, the printer tray stuff, like all of that's so popular. Like those are just, and they're kind of fun too. They remind me of a kid and you would like collect all this stuff, you know. I don't know if anybody here likes paperweights, but I did come across a couple of paperweights. This one, my sis-in-law is obsessed. Oh, okay, cool. Tenacity rail, that's really cool. I think there's a lot of people. Like I think there's this whole movement, especially with the Hamilton printer trays. I have one printer tray and it's pretty much empty. So I get the stuff in and I sell it. All right, so we have this paperweight. It is beautiful. So you have your yellows and reds, and then you have like this swirl of this blues and greens coming up along the top there. It is a smoothed out bottom, no signatures. It is a hefty one. It weighs quite a bit, and I'm thinking it's about a 4-inch diameter. The best I can measure something round with a straight tape measure. And it is kind of heavy, so you gotta account for that. And that is up and going right now. Thank you so much for your bid. So what are you guys doing today? What is up? Southern Charm, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, this piece is shipping. I will be doing that tomorrow. The peanut farmer's wife, I would love to do, that's like a dream day right there. Just lay on the couch, comfy clothes, no bra, TMI, I know, but hey, I'm sure there's some of you out there can relate. Just, you know, comfy on your couch. All right, so sounds perfect, that's right. So we have a set here. This is Better Homes and, no, it's not Better Homes and Gardens. That's another one I have. This is, no problem. It is the best thing ever. I tell my husband, I get home from a long day. I'm like, you just don't understand. It's like, I don't know. This is a family-friendly show. I won't talk about it because he's over there going like this. This is RB Bernanda out of Portugal. So you have these beautiful flowers. So we have some purple ones on this side. No chips or cracks in this. And we have some blue ones on this side. We have a little green kind of trim going on the handle and along the top. And then you get the bowl that goes with it. So it's like a little wash bowl set. So you can separate those out, keep them together. That is the maker's mark there. I know it's hard to see. And we're going to go ahead and get this one up and going. And that's going down. And this is a good size. Let me just kind of give you about 8.5 inches on that picture. And the bowl is probably about 11, approximately. I mean, we're really close to that. And Monica, thank you so much. And that is not a first purchase. I say her name looks familiar.
On its way to you.
So I'm just full transparency here. I am terrible about recognizing first purchases. We use a camera system and we don't run off of a phone, so it doesn't tell me. So we've got an iPad here that will now tell me first purchases, but I have to train myself to keep looking at it. So I'm getting used to that. All right. We brought out the first piece of this one earlier, and that one sold. So I have a total of 3 pieces in this set. So this is Johnson Brothers. This is like a cookie jar or a canister. So it says it is the Summer Chintz Collectibles, obviously out of England, Johnson Brothers. Oh, thank you so much to Peanut Farmer's Wife. That is all my husband. He gets all the credit. All right, so you can see the inside. Let me turn it here. Nice and clean. That's my tag down there, so that'll come out. You won't get the tag. That is kind of all the info that they give you. It's just what I just read. So you have, look at the cute little bunny there, and obviously it's the chintz pattern. And then you have a little bunny on top with the flowers, and it has a little rubber seal, so it fits in here really good. And that is up and running, and it's about 8 inches or so. Yeah, 9 inches. Adorable Johnson Brothers chintz pattern.
Thank you for the compliment.
And thanks for looking at that one. Oh, I have one more basket I forgot. This one's a little bit bigger, and this one's actually signed by somebody. It's not Longenberger, but I'll run this one for $1 too. This one has pink hearts going around it and a pretty weathered looking wood handle there. Yeah, empty on the inside. And then the bottom is signed, says 1994 by Yvonne Haskins. So I don't know if Miss Yvonne made this or I don't know, but it's pretty neat. We'll give that a go for $1. And that's going down. So you can see the little hearts on there. I'll put the handle that way. That was kind of stuck up back up here on my shelf and I didn't even see it. And little Geordies, that is a first purchase. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. We have a heart basket here.
Thank you, Eve Shops.
Thank you. He works very hard at it because, you know, if it was just me, I'm not that entertaining. My husband's the one who brings all the glam.
She puts me to work.
And then we fire him every show. It's this thing. So you know how it is, husband and wife team. We have a heart basket here. It is just a plain wood there, and it just kind of has like the wicker going around it. So nothing, it's not Longenberger, but it is cute. There is no hanger, but I'm sure you can attach one if you wanted to hang it on the wall. It's probably about 11 inches at the widest point. And we're going to run that one for just $5. And that's going down.
Thank you, Miss Kim. I'll be sure to look you up when they fire me.
Y'all, Choco Dog there who just put something in the chat. She was the co-conductor on our raid train this morning. Tracy Will, thank you so much. Oh, wait, that picked up.
Thank you.
Hold on, I grabbed the wrong number on here. I don't want that number. I want this one. All right, making sure I get the right number so we don't mix stuff up.
Congratulations.
Okay.
You have achieved hummingbird
She was the
level.
co-conductor, and it was such a fun raid train this morning. Okay, let's do another little heart shelf. Look at this one. So this is a little wooden heart shelf. This one has the 2 little hanging pegs on there, and it actually has the spot here on the either end where you can hang it by. That's just my little tag, my inventory tag. And on the top, it has the, not the cutout, but the line there where you can put a plate. Yeah, I want to do it again. It was a great raid train. And this one is 11 inches long. This is a nice thick wood. It's in really great shape. We're going to run that for just $6. Primitive Amish. I do have some primitive. Anything specific you're looking for? I had a primitive show last week that kind of wiped me out and I haven't replenished yet, but I can see what I have left. And Eve Shops, thank you so much. That is going to you. While the next thing is running, let me know kind of what your vibe is in primitive. Like, is it, I'm trying to think of what I have. I may have a tiny bit of ironstone. Kind of like what you, nothing specific, just want to do. Okay, Let me run something and I'll go grab, while it's running, I'll go see what I can find. Let's take a look at, this is beautiful. This is, I want to say it's a Westmoreland, but I could not find the mark. But it is the grape and leaf pattern. No chips or cracks, mint condition, milk glass vase. Milk glass is a classic, 9 inches tall. I'm going to up the time to 30 seconds on this just to give me time to go see what I can find left from my last primitive show. And let me get this going. All right, so that is up and running. Let me see what I have.
Thank you for your bids. And Miss Annette, this is going home with you.
On its way to you.
Hold on.
All right, I'm pretty wiped out of primitive, but I did find a couple of things to show you. And thank you so much to Annette. I appreciate your purchase of that. So let me give this to my husband real quick so he can take care of this, and we will run some primitive. All right, so first up, we have an old bowl here. So I came across a collection of these, and I've been piecemealing them out. Southern Charm, you may like this one too. So I've been kind of piecemealing these out little by little. Any wood shelves of any sort, besides 2 heart shelves already shown, or cross stitch art. No wall sconces or cross stitch art, but I have another wood shelf that we'll do in a minute. So I have this one, and I have a larger one. I have 3 more wood shelves that I'll do in just a minute. They all have hearts though, so I'm not sure if you want hearts or not. All right, so we have this bowl. Let's see. I have no idea. At one point in time, there was a maker's mark. It is crazed galore. Like, there is so much crazing going on here. There is like a little crack line in there, but it is old. It is primitive. Gorgeous green going all around there. And it is stained. But all that stuff just adds to that beauty. We're going to run this one for 18. Let me give you a quick measurement. 10.5 inches in diameter, almost 6 inches tall. And that is up and going. It is yummy. Look at that bowl. It is definitely a good one. Thank you so much for your, I forgot to change it from 30. I'm sorry. We're just going to have to talk for, an extra 15 seconds here, but that's okay. So, yeah, I love anything that's crazed. I agree. I think the crazing and the staining, I have a plate about to come up here that has a ton of staining on it. Oh, look at that. He brings it right to me. And Southern Charm, that is heading your way. Thank you, thank you. I thought you might like that one.
Thank you.
All right, so here is a plate that when I think of primitive, besides your ironstones, your rusty crusty, old utensils, all that goodness, the wood, the metals, I also think of china that's crazed and stained. So yeah, I love that bowl too. I love the green on it. So we have just a plate here that just is gorgeous in its staining, but you still have some of that original color and the floral. There's no big chips or cracks. Just crazing and staining galore. There's a couple little flea bites, couple little spots, but not like chips. It is beautiful. And that's a dinner size, 9.5 inch dinner size plate. Those look so great on the wall or stuck behind your, like some of your ironstone stuff with your Crocs. These fit right in with all of that kind of decor. Oh, I keep forgetting not to change. I didn't do the timer again. I'm a whatnot rookie. Look at that.
You're fired.
Thank you. Thank you, my love. Mi amor, thank you. It's my first show, that's right. Okay, you guys. Eve Shops, thank you so much. That's heading your way. Let me make sure. Right number,
Thank
yep.
you.
You guys, right before my show started, and maybe if this lady is still on, we'll write into her. But okay, so we offer free shipping. I've been on Whatnot almost 2 years, not quite. We're getting there. About 20 months. And so I offer free shipping. I've been doing it for about a month and a half now. Plan on continuing to do it. But I didn't do it. I did reduced. I did full price. I did reduced. It was baby steps to get to that point. And I did it with a ton of analytics behind it, understanding what I'm going to have to pay, kind of the big picture. Anyways, long story to tell you, shelves, yes. Long story to tell you, I just popped into a show right before mine started, and it was a brand new seller, very first show doing free shipping. And I'm like, you do know it's on, right? Like, not in a mean way, but I'm like, if you've never done a show, it costs you. Okay, so we have this one, and we're going to do I'm just going to run through the 3 shelves that I have left. This is going to be the first one. This is a heart shelf, beautiful painting, plain up there on the top. This one has your little hanger right there to hang it. And it is 12 inches. Put it up here. Oh, let me change the time down. Look at, I finally remembered. There we go. I really didn't remember. My husband just reminded me. I'll try to take the credit, but it's not me. And then I have another piece of primitive too. Thank you so much for your bid. And that's a first purchase. Oha, Linda, thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all, if I slaughter your name, it is not intentional whatsoever. Oh, thank you so much, A Peanut Farmer's Wife. I appreciate that. All right. So we have this shelf here. This one. Yeah, I know. I have my little inventory tag on there. Here, you want to take my inventory tag off and then I'll run it. Thank you. We'll do the other one first. All right. This one has my tag on it too. Okay. We've got this guy here. This one, obviously it's a heart shelf. This is a little like a little piece of raffia that I think at some point they probably had a flower or something that somebody ripped off, but you could probably just take all of that off together. It looks like it's just hot glued. But you have your 3 shelves. You have a hook back here to hang it on. And it's a nice tall one, nice and sturdy piece of wood there. It looks like maybe somebody made this. 21 inches. And we're going to see if I can get to my keyboard and we can run that. And that's going now. Almost doesn't fit in my screen. Thank you for your bids. I appreciate that. And oh, Linda, thank you so much. And you have unlocked a hummingbird tier. If you guys are unlocking tiers, go up here. Look at it, I think I got it right this time. Go up here and get your coupons. We do have coupons for every level, and they're pretty decent coupons. You can use them in this show or in any future show. All right, I'm gonna run these ones when my husband has not handed me back my other tag, or my other shelf. So we have these 2 little shelves. It's the only thing I actually got listed today. So you get a set of 2 of them. They are wood, somebody painted them. Beautiful little flowers around there, so you can see the shelf part. The backs do have the little hangers, so you can hang them. And you get 2, they're exactly the same. Well, I mean, the same as you can get with being hand painted. And actually, they are here. Let me run them from here. So you get both of those. And that is up and going. Any cocoa tins? I do not have cocoa tins, but I appreciate you asking. And thank you guys for looking at those. This is my last shelf I have right here. This is a really pretty one. This one has not been painted. It is that really dark wood, And I love the dark colored wood. What is that? Probably a walnut. I don't know if it's walnut or if it's just stained. But you have the 3 hearts, your little pegs there that are all intact. The back here has these adjustable, that's like where you can hang it. And I like it because like I never put my nails just right, so I always got to get it, figure it out. And then the top of it, it does have your plate holder if that's something that you might be using it for. If not, you can just ignore the plate holder part. And this is a big old long one. This is 24 inches, a whole 2 feet. On the 2 hearts, what is the depth of the shelf? Let me measure that while this is running. And since this one is so big, I gotta go there, and we'll get you a measurement on that. On the 2 hearts, the depth is 2.5 inches at the fattest part. And Sammy's Cozy Cottage, that's a first purchase. Thank you so much.
On its way to you.
So on these ones, it is 2.5 at the widest part, but they are like rounded. But here in the middle is 2.5. Let me know. They're in the bin. I'll keep an eye on them if you're interested, if there's a pre-bid or something that goes on there. And I'll run them again. If not, I'll probably run them before the end of the show for sure. Not deep enough? Okay, yeah. All right, ironstone. So to me, anything ironstone, at least the way I do it, I run a cycle of 5 shows. So it's always 5 different aesthetics: cozy cottage, farmhouse, French country, blue and white, and primitive. So every 5 weeks, I constantly cycle through those for my Saturday shows. My ironstone usually always goes into my primitive show. So we have this piece. This is, I want to say Johnson Brothers. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure this pattern is the Johnson Brothers pattern. But you've got your teapot here. No chips or cracks. Needs a little bit of a cleaning. It wasn't ready for me to show it yet. I went and grabbed it out of storage, but there we go. Beautiful teapot. And that is a piece of ironstone, and that's up and running. I love the classic ironstone. You just can't go wrong with it. Thank you so much for your bids. You guys, Southern Charm here bidding. Thank you so much, Southern Charm. She is going to be on Vintage Wars.
Thank you.
So coming up this next month, you may see some of this stuff pop up again. So you may get another chance at it if you want it and maybe don't get it. I don't know if that's what she's going to do with it, but there's a chance. So check her out. Make sure you're watching that show to see. All right. We have, no, I do not have light switch covers. That's kind of, is that like a new collectible thing? That's kind of cool. Are you doing like for decor purposes? Like a specific like decor style? I mean, I don't think I've ever had any. I've had a lot. I've sold a lot of stuff. I don't think I've ever had light switch covers. Maybe you will have to tune in and follow. That's right. You never know what's going to be on Vintage Wars. So I will be there. All right, we have a little piece of milk glass. You know what I really like about this one is this scalloped edge. It is like this soft, and it kind of like rounds in. It is a grape and leaf pattern, but it is a sweet little piece of milk glass. I lost my tape measure. I was going to give you a measurement, but oh, here we go. It's 4 inches tall. And that's running for just $5. Thank you so much for your bids. And tadpoles, that is heading your way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we have, look at this beauty here. This is another one of those geese things. If you guys aren't into the geese, I got a couple of things, but just let me know. We can move right along. But this is the little goose, and it's like the mail sorter, paper sorter. I'm sure you can put some type of ephemera in there and put it in your decor. It is all wood. It does have the hole to hang it, and it's in really great shape. Let me give you a quick height on that, but you got those 3 dividers, about 19 inches top to bottom. And we're going to run that for just $8, and that's going now. Are the geese, are these starting to go out of style? Is that maybe what's happening? The geese are going out? I don't know. I thought they were hot for a while there. TBQR, thank you so much. TBQR 1979. I'm guessing that's a birth year. Not trying to guess ages. Just a guess. Only because I use my birth year in so many things. And if it makes you feel any better, my birth year comes well before that one. You love the geese? Great. I got a couple more geese things back here on the shelf, so we'll get to those in just a sec. All right, we have Mikasa. So this is technically a gravy boat. So you get your gravy boat and you get your underplate. It is called the Mikasa Blue Daisies, made in Japan. Your year two, cool. But this would make a creamer. This is the size of creamer that I need for my coffee in the morning, which tells you how much coffee I require. But it is technically a gravy boat. No chips or cracks. I just think it is so pretty. I don't really see, are daisies blue? I always thought daisies were yellow. And that is up and running. So you do get both pieces, the blue daisy gravy boat and the underplate. Thank you so much for looking at that. All right, let's take a look at some geese items here. So I have a set of 2 bowls. These are in great condition, and they've got the geese on there. How cute is that? These are made in Korea. They are dishwasher safe and oven detergent safe. So that's telling me that they're vintage, but not like old vintage. Absolutely beautiful. You get 2 exactly the same. We'll put them side by side there. And those are running $8 for both bowls together. All right, thank you so much for looking at those. Let's see what else. Oh, that was loud. Let's see what else we have. We have, look at this. This is the 3rd piece to that chintz pattern, and it is just stinking cute. Look at that. I'm saying it's a swan because it has a big old neck with it like twisted around. Got my little tag in here. It would make a great little planter or an open sugar bowl or like a trinket dish. This is adorable. This is Johnson Brothers chintz pattern. And that is up and going, mint condition, about 5.5 inches tall, about 6 inches wide. And tadpoles, thank you so much. This one, and you've unlocked the cardinal tier.
Congratulations. You have achieved cardinal level.
All right, we have another little, oh look, I didn't even realize it was on both sides. All right, so we have the mama goose and her little babies. This one has a pink bow, not a blue one. I think this is a soap dish. I'm not 100% sure. You can use it as a trinket dish. You can use it for whatever you want. But we have the mama and her babies on that side, and we have the babies on this side. So we're going to put it there. This is about 8 inches. We're going to run that for just $6, and that is up and going. It is adorable. It is absolutely adorable. You can even put it in the kitchen and put like your sponge in there or something. I think that would be cute. I honestly have no idea what the exact use of it was, but it could be whatever you want it to be. Mikasa Vintage, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at, these are quintessential cottage core. I don't think the dad would watch them. Yeah, I don't think the dad would watch all them babies at once, right? You know that mom, she's like looking like this on either side, watching them babies. All right, quintessential cottage core, granny core here. They are wooden candlestick holders, so you can put your tapers in there with your little pink dangly hearts on there, little pink on the bottom. Don't know who makes them, but they are all wood, They are very, very cottage core, granny core. And you get the set of those for just $6. Thanks so much for looking at those. We have another hand-painted little box here. So this one, another heart box, another heartwood item because, you know, it's cottage core, cozy cottage. I really like them. These are the daisies that I think of. I think of white daisies when I think of daisies. But this is a fun little tray, little caddy. You can have it at your coffee station, put your teas and stuff in there. It is made of wood. And somebody painted it. It is 10 by 6 inches. And we're going to run that for $6. Basket or box in the chintz pattern. I do not. I only have those 3 pieces. 2 of them sold. But I do, if you want to check back, I do a lot of china, a lot of like the porcelains, bone china stuff. So almost every show I have platters and things like that. Thank you, Tracy. That one's heading to you. I have, since day one, have always done a lot of like, basically anything that breaks. If it breaks, I sell it. Sterling, not sterling. I probably have plated. Sterling's hard to come by at a reasonable price to resell. But I probably have, I know I do have some antique plated. And it's sitting right down here. I'll grab it in just a second. Let me run this guy. This is, I think it's a little squirrel. That's what I think this is. Even though his ears kind of look like a snail ears, I really think it's a little squirrel. Look at that. That little squirrel, maybe a little chipmunk. It is adorable. Little paperweight. 3 inches tall. And that is going now. Adorable little paperweight. Let me find that silver. Oh, sorry. I always forget my husband's doing that camera and just pile stuff in front of it. Gets him mad every time. Southern Charm, thank you so much. That's going to you.
Thank you.
Okay. This is what I have in silver. This was actually, I was going to use this for junk jars this morning. So you'll get all of these pieces here. Let me pull them out. I thought they would make a great filler. I'll tell you what we have. Try not to be too loud. Hold on. All right, so this is all like antique silverware, but I can't tell you if it's sterling. I'm going to say it's plated to be on the safe side, but we have that one. We have some of these like old knives. These are just all antique. They do have something. There's like a company. There's something on there, but I can't read what the engraving says. So let's see. There's 3 of those knives. You get a couple nutcrackers, nut stuff. But these are the utensils. You get like I think this fork is a Little Mermaid fork because I'm super technical with my terms like that. We'll run all of that. No obligation. We're going to run it all for $6. Oh, not $103. Goodness gracious, Tracy. $6. Oh, wait, my husband's telling me something. How much, honey? When he does this, you guys get deals. He's over there throwing fingers at me. So $4. There you go. That's what he said. Thank you so much for your bid. He'll do that every now and then, even though I'm the one who sources. He has no idea, but he'll be like, sell it for this. Okay. Triton. Is that what this is? Oh, the Triton. This is the Triton. Yes, it is. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Stop and go. Let me throw this back in that bag for you so I keep all these pieces together. I had this for the junk jars. I thought this would, like all of this in a jar would look really cool.
Just trying to get you the deals.
Like seriously, there's been times where I've like uppaid for something like pricey uppaid, and he's like, tells me some number. I'm like, honey, like I paid that just to walk in the store. Like, what are you talking about?
She's walking into the wrong store.
All right. we have a wall hanging here. This is a basket wall hanging. My guess, oh look, we get a little bit of lint with it. My guess is this is probably a Hobby Lobby type piece. I could not find any tags that said that, but I'm guessing this is probably about 10, 15 years old. It is super cute though. It has the sunflowers on there, a little bit of that rusty crusty going on. You can hang it or you can set it down and use it as, you know, like a big old fruit basket or something if you want. And that's going for $7 right now. I didn't give you measurements on that. It's a big one. 14 inches square. And Tracy Wells, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what we have here. This is an Italian piece of pottery. I love my pottery, and I thought this was so pretty for like your cottage core because it has such bright, beautiful, like warming colors to it. And we have some floral on there too. No chips or cracks. It's a piece of pottery in great shape. On the bottom it says, I can't read it. Made in, I know the made in Italy part. That's the only part I can read on that is the made in Italy part. And that's up and going. Right now, it stands about 7 inches, about 9 inches across. Thank you so much for your bid. And Tracy Wells, that's going to you too.
Thank you.
I should have a thing. If your username is Tracy, you should just get an immediate discount. That should just be a thing, right? If we match up usernames.
Congratulations.
All right, let's take a look at this cutie pie
You
here.
have achieved Blue Jay level.
Look at this little cuteness. It's just a ruler, but it's a goose ruler and it says welcome. But you can actually use it as a ruler. It has the measurements. That's a piece of wood. Somebody painted it. It's adorable. It's a little wear on the corners. We're going to turn it this way just so it fits in the camera. We're going to run that for $1. It's going now. Thank you so much for your bids. I appreciate that. Mi Casa Vintage. Thank you very much. All right, how about a mustache cup? We got any gentlemen here? Let's pull my little taggy off here. We have any gentlemen that need a mustache cup? So, I don't know about you. I always have a hard time telling the difference between a mustache cup and a shaving cup, but I think I finally figured it out. And I'm pretty sure this one is a mustache cup. This is a Nippon, so 100 years old, antique. No chips or cracks. And we have that Nippon mark on the bottom. And you know what I love about these? You give the men these dainty, beautiful things to use. I just love that. I love that whole concept. So I think the difference between the mustache cups usually have a bigger opening. I'm sorry, not the mustache cups. The shaving cups, because they would have their their shaving stuff that they would have to put in there, like the brush. And that is up and going. Whereas the mustache cups just have a little bit smaller of an opening here just to protect their mustache when they were drinking their tea. And I've seen some shaving cups recently that actually have another opening by the handle, which are on the other side, which is really cool. Alyssa, that is heading to you. Thank you.
On its way to you.
That's one of my favorite parts about this whole whatnot thing, about this whole job, is learning just different things. And I mean, heck, there's so much out there. I know this much out of all that, you know. But I love learning about the products and researching history. I just think that's totally cool. Okay, we have a sugar and creamer. This is cottage core and MCM kind of mixed together. It also holds a tea bag if you don't have them. I didn't know that. Lavender hair, thank you very much. There's something now we've all learned today. Well, at least I learned. All right, MCM meets cottage core. creates the most adorable, the heart thing on the shelf behind me. This one, I will run this next. It is Feldcraft. And I can run that next if you want. Let me put it right here so I don't forget. Most adorable little creamer and sugar. So it is like a tan color, and we've got the florals on there. There we go. Florals. Is it florals? No, it's fruits. You get fruits on there. Behind that. Oh, yeah, I'll run that. It's a little wood sign. I will run that next. This is made by Metlocks, Vernon Ware. We do have a call out. This little piece is cute. Look at the top of that. Look at how adorable that is. The call out on the sugar bowl is back here. On the very back, there's a little tiny chip right there underneath my finger. So we're going to highly discount this set way down because it had a chip. So you get a sugar and creamer that is absolutely adorable for $5. And then we'll run that heart thing. Thank you so much for your bids. I appreciate that. Mary Closet, heading your way.
Thank you.
All right, we have this cute little heart thing. What I like about this, what is the duck? I'll do that one next. So we'll do this, then we'll go over to the duck. So this one's really cute. It just has these little beads. I'm not sure why, except to make it look cute, but it does say count your blessings, so maybe it's a play on an abacus. It is just a wooden little sign. You can hang it up. There's no hanger, but you can use the contact things or probably put 2 nails there to hold it just right. So we'll go ahead and put it like that so it can show in the camera. And we'll get that running. Just $5. Let me give you a quick measurement so you know. 9.5 by 5.5. All right, there we go. Let's see if we turn it like this. There, that's better. Count your blessings. So many things to be happy for. It is cute. It's adorable. It's wooden. If I didn't say that, it's wood. Oh, Linda, going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's do the little goose behind me. All right. This is a ceramic goose. It is a shelf sitter. You can just put it in to add to your decor. I think he'd be cute peeking out like with a plant, like behind a plant. I don't know who makes them. It's probably a hobbyist piece of some sort. There are no chips and cracks. Really good condition. It stands 8.5 inches tall. And he is up and going right now for just $5. Thanks so much for your bids. And Carlia, and that's a first purchase. Thank you very much. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. All right, we have another little goose geese. This is the blue geese. They are all blue, kind of like those bowls I had before. This little trinket dish. So we have the geese on the top, no chips or cracks. I don't know if that can be a butter dish or not. It's cute. We're going to run it for just $3. Yeah, that's probably about 5 inches up and going. Yeah, about a little over 5 inches in diameter. A little trinket dish there. And Carlia, that is heading to you. Thank you so much. I got a couple more bags of junk jar filler here that I will run. So we will start with this one. So I have a bag of wooden spools. You get the whole bag. Some have thread, some don't. We'll just pull a few out, but you get the whole bag. So you can see there's quite a few in there. And they're little wooden ones of all different kind of shapes and sizes there. But you're going to get that whole bag, so all of it. And we'll run it for just $5. And it's going now. So that's just a sample of them, but there's a whole bunch of them in there. Thank you so much for your bids. I appreciate that. If you guys are unlocking your tiers, don't forget to go get your coupons. And Miss B, that is a first purchase. Congratulations
you.
and thank you so much. This whole bag is coming to you. And then I have 2 bags of vintage sewing stuff here. Let's do this. Let's combine these 2 bags into one. So we have a bunch of just miscellaneous sewing type things here. These ones are buttons. These ones are a little bit of thread, some elastic, some old little like claspy things. But we're gonna do both of those together. We're gonna run it for $1. You get both bags of these vintage button sewing supplies. We're getting close to last call, so if there's anything in the shop or the bin that you might want to see, just let me know. Annette, that's heading your way. Thank you very much. Let's do this one here. This is another bag we had. Now this would look so cool. Some of the junk jars today actually had little china sets in them. So these are, I'm not going to take them all out. You get 1, 2, 3 of these little cups, 4 of these little saucers, and they have little geese. I don't know how good you can see them. They actually have those little geese. And we have 3 wades. So you get the whole bag. So you get those plus the extra pieces in this bag. Comes with the 3 wades. Little mini goose tea or coffee type set. And we get all of the rest of it. So 4 plates, 3 cups, 3 wades. And the wades are gorilla, monkey maybe, lemur. I'm guessing. I don't know my wades. Miss Bia. Hopefully I said that right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me get them back in here so they all stay together. So are you guys into junk jars? Have you guys done junk jars? I have been saying now for a while, ever since Choco Dog introduced them to me. Wades just the wades alone are worth more than that. That's right. Ever since Choco Dog introduced me to junk jars, I am saying this is the next trend. Junk jars are going to take over whatnot. Just curious, are you like who here? Throw a yes or your emoji or something in there if you do junk jars. I'm in a raid train. And first timer here laugh out. I'm nervous. Oh, you'll do good, Mikasa Vintage. Absolutely good. I mean, it's just another show. A raid train is just another show. That's all it is. On jar. So are you in the one next weekend, Mikasa Vintage? I got an invite to that, but I haven't replied yet. So this is another junk jar bag. This one is filled. Next weekend, I'm still debating whether I want to do that or not. I'm almost out of jars, pretty much out of jars, so I don't know if I will. This is a bunch of like wooden pieces here. They're like from a kid's toy, and a bunch of not Lincoln Logs, Tinker Toys. You guys remember Tinker Toys where you would like put them together and build stuff when you were a kid? So you get a whole bag filled with the little wooden pieces, Tinker Toys. These are all from our junk jar raid train. You hope you have enough stuff to fill. Theirs a little different. So not that it's bad. I think they're all wonderful. We did ours today where all the sellers had a choice. They can either create junk jars and sell something already created, or they could do, Sherry, thank you so much. That's a first purchase. This is going to you. Or they can do like a build your own vignette, but we called it create your own junk jar, where you could pick a jar and then pick a bag of stuff. So it was fun. And each seller had their choice to do it any way they want. You still have your Tinker Toys? Oh, cool. They were popular, weren't they? This is when toys were simple, right? I don't know. We're kind of, I say we're old school with our parenting, but I don't think we're that old school. Like my husband's pretty progressive with technology, but our 14-year-old doesn't have a cell phone. So there are certain things we are very like not hip parents about. So, all right, what do we have? We are getting down to the end here. Let's do this felt scrap. This is a adorable one. heart, a little, this is a feldspar piece, but it is a heart bowl. I'm thinking it's like either a serving bowl or a baking dish. I'm not sure if feldspar can go in the oven or not, but it is stoneware. It's in great shape. We're going to go ahead and give that a go for just $4. No, maybe not. Let's see. There it goes. All right. Wasn't working for me. That is up and running. I've never seen the feldspar heart. It surprises me. I just find more and more stuff that I never knew existed for feldspar. So. And feldspar, little known fact, was one of the first Eve shops. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Feldspar was one of the first things that kind of started getting me into reselling years and years ago. I had found some super cheap, and I thought to myself, like any crazy reseller would, I can sell that. And then it just, every time I went into a store, I'm like, oh, I can sell that. And here we are today. All right, let's see, what do we have here? All right, here's another junk jar bag. These are fun. So you get this whole bag. They're 2 different colors. They're plastic pieces, but they're pretty detailed. And they are chess pieces. So you get all kinds of different chess pieces. I've been selling vintage for about 5 years, on and off. So I did a lot a long time ago, bits and pieces, dabbled in it, didn't do it for a long time, then dabbled again, then didn't do it. At one point in time, it wasn't vintage. I sold flip-flops. I sold flip-flops on eBay, like hundreds and hundreds of flip-flops. I didn't like it. That lasted for about, I don't know, a year maybe. So, but you know me, I talk about, if you guys haven't been to our shows, oh, I'm going to run this while I talk. Sorry, I'm blabbing. If you guys have never been to my chat show on Friday mornings, we talk a lot. But one of the things I talk about, just the bowls, and I have the picture. I'll run the picture again. I talk a lot about trying stuff in business. If you're a seller out there, or even if you're a buyer and you're just doing stuff in life, I am huge on give it a shot. Try it. It never hurts to try something, right? Choco Dog, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how many things I have tried on Whatnot and other places that I've been like, okay, well, that one didn't work. Is the white canister on the shelf for sale? It is. Everything behind me, pretty much everything behind me is for sale. I will run that too. Let me do this goose thing, and then I will do the white canister. All right, so we have this goose item. So the only geese that I have left is this guy. He's so gorgeous. And the 2 bowls that are like this. So my husband says put them all together since they're all geese stuff. So we're going to run this as a big lot together. Absolutely. Thank you for asking, Shirley, if you can promote. And I forgot to put my show notes. Usually in my show notes, I say, feel free in any one of my shows to promote one time. As long as you're not spamming my chat, I have no problem with you putting in the next day of your show and what you sell. All right, so we're going to run this picture here. It is a goose. It is kind of like in an antique style. It's ceramic. There's a ton of crazing on it. I do not know who makes it, but there's no chips. And then we have 2 goose bowls. These match that little trinket dish we did earlier. And those are in mint condition too. And look at that. That's going to fall off. We're going to set him here and just put the bowls to the side. But you get all of it. And that's going, we're going to do $20 for all 3 pieces. Up and going. Big old pitcher. 2 goose bowls. Going down. And thank you guys. I appreciate you being here, checking this stuff out. We are getting really close to last call. Let me do this white pitcher here. Or not pitcher, canister. So this is Johnson Brothers out of England. It's their chintz pattern. Let me read you. It has a nice good seal on it. So we have our little bunny. Look at how adorable. A little bunny. And then we have the little bunnies on the side with the flowers. And that's like raised up. It's in mint condition. I will, absolutely. And then on the bottom, it does say that summer chintz collection, a bunch of other information, Johnson Brothers. So we'll go ahead and give that a run. And that is going now. And that one does stand, in case you're interested, about 9.5 inches. Thank you so much for your bids. Oh, thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. I try to be. And Reclaim Vintage, congratulations. This beautiful piece is going home to you. And the Gravy Boat. All right, so we have the Blue Daisy. This is Mikasa. Blue Daisy Gravy Boat. Perfect condition. You get your underplate on there. And that is up and going. You get both of those pieces. It is very pretty. I love the blue daisies. I didn't know there was such a thing as blue daisies. Miss B, thank you so much. I know, like, when you go to the grocery store and they put like the food coloring in and changes the colors, I didn't know, like, in real life if there's blue daisies. I have no clue. All right. We are down to the last few things. I'm going to run this one more time, and I have the blocks, and then we're going to go find somebody to raid. Hello, the woven basket. Speaking of our raid train today. All right, so we have this really cool basket box. It's made out of wood. It has a little flippy top here. You can put stuff in there. I'm pretty sure it was hand painted. It's good construction. It's nice, sturdy, thick wood. It's not like cheaply made. You can tell that it's some good quality going on. On the top shelf, those are just my risers. Those are just part of my risers. And that is up and going. About 13 inches long. Just the risers that I collect from different people. Miss Southern Charm made this one. So this beautiful one. Thanks for looking at the box. This, turn the other way. Thank you. Over here. We're going to fire you. Southern Charm made these. I don't know if she has any more, but you might want to check her out. Check out her store to see if she has any more. The box you're using for display is also beautiful. Thank you. Yes, I agree. I was saying this morning, somebody else asked me about it. I had one like this, and it actually opens up. So it opens up, and there is a mirror on this side, so you can kind of see that. I had one that I used for a riser, I don't know, maybe 8 months ago, and somebody commented on it and asked if it was for sale, and I sold it, and then I regretted it. And I saw this on Green 13, who's another awesome seller on this app, and he was selling this, and so I had to get it. I probably paid way too much, but I regretted this selling the first one. So, all right, with that, you guys, we're going to go raid. We have gone through, I was going to do the blocks. Let me do the blocks and see if anybody wants those, and then we'll go. Okay. I have a bunch of these wooden blocks. And if you are interested, if you want the blocks, I also have, you know, the little pole toy that goes with it. It's like, it has 4 wheels and all the blocks fit in it. I have that to go with this. So if you buy this and you want the little pole toy part that these fit in, just let me know and I will include all of it. But we do have all of the blocks. I'm guessing 24 or so of them here. And you will get all of them. And that is up and running. Those are those old little kid alphabet blocks. Thank you so much for your bid. What did I do with my tags? Oh. And Glow NC, and that's a first purchase. Thank you so much. Do you want the little pull toy that goes with it? It like fits, all the blocks fit in it. Yep, okay, I'll add it in because I'm not going to do anything with it. I took the blocks out because I was using them for junk jar filler. And I'm like, well, this big old, like, it's not big. It's probably about a foot long. I'm like, that won't fit in a jar. So I just took these out of that. All right. You guys, we're going to go raid. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Please check out my shows. I do schedule pretty far out. My next show is tomorrow morning. We're doing a reverse auction. It's going to be a smaller show because we're testing out the reverse auction. But it's going to be fun. I've got some really cool stuff, some high-end stuff that we'll do a reverse auction on. So that should be fun. And then Monday morning, I have another random poll show. I always do first thing Monday morning. And I'll be back with my chat show on Friday. So hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much for your purchases and for hanging out. Let's go see who's on tonight.
Thanks for joining us.
I love discounts.
Buckle
You
up.
know we got to go see I Love Discounts. All right, we're going to go right into them. They're doing makeup and skincare. You guys can get some great deals.
See you next time